Okay, if you're an Amtrak passenger, you have an absolute right to be on time. And the reason you're not on time, 9 out of 10 times, has nothing to do with Amtrak. It has to do with the way the train was dispatched by a freight company. The freight company signed an agreement in 1971 that they would give Amtrak dispatch priority if the United States government took over all their failing passenger routes. The United States government took over the failing passenger routes, and the freight companies proceeded not to comply. And by the way, this has been through Congress, through the courts, over and over again. And every single time it happens, the freight companies lose, the law is in place, and then they don't comply. Okay? So if Amtrak's late, it's probably because of a freight company, and it's probably because Congress or the railroad authority or whoever didn't find the freight companies enough to make sure that they do what they're supposed to do. So that's what that's all about. It has nothing to do with poor maintenance by Amtrak or poor administration by Amtrak or incompetent employees. It has to do with the freight companies screwing over Amtrak passengers. The reason Amtrak has high-speed trains in the Northeast Corridor is Amtrak actually owns those tracks. So they can make the upgrades they need to make so that the trains can go fast. These tracks are owned by the freight companies. This is Class 4 tracks. And even though it's owned by a freight company now, it was originally built by a passenger company called Seaboard Airline Railroad. So if Amtrak is late, blame it on a freight company. And right now, for example, the speed limit on here is 79 miles per hour. But for the last week, the trains have been coming through here at 51 miles per hour. That slowdown restriction is not because of Amtrak. It's because of the freight company, because the freight company owns the rail. I don't know what the restriction, why it's there, but it's been put in place by the freight company, not by Amtrak. So instead of a train going by at 79 miles per hour right now, it's going by at 50 miles per hour. Or it looks like it may be even going slower than that. All the engineers have a signature whistle. I would say